I'm your host with the most local 23. You're joining me for Royal Romance, Book 3, Chapter 12, Secrets in the Snow. Early the next morning, there's a hurried knock on the door to your room. Mara and Liam are waiting outside. Sorry to disturb you so early, Your Grace. It's about Madeline. Is she gonna be okay? Well, thankfully, the doctors believe she'll make a full recovery. I'm more concerned about what this means for the rest of us. This is clearly the work of the same people who were behind the explosion. In a way, we got lucky that Madeline was the one who drank the poison, instead of you. Lucky? Madeline didn't deserve this. I mean, no one deserves poison. Agreed. I wouldn't wish poison on anyone, not even our enemies. We need to stop them. Now. This does give us one advantage. We know our enemies are here in Lycos. Instead of waiting for them to strike again, we have a chance to make the next move. After last night's welcoming ball, isn't Winter Festival itself today? Maybe we can use that to lure them out. We know they're after Liam, and they've got a grudge against me, too. You're using both of you as bait? It's my job to keep my charges out of harm's way, Your Grace, not toss them into it. There is to be a better way to find these people. Our attackers are always one step ahead. This time, we can set a trap for them and stop them from hurting us or anyone else ever again. Mara and King Liam exchange a somber look. I hate to say it, but the idea does have some tactical merit. If we make this an event our enemies can't afford to miss, we'll have the advantage. I can have undercover guards patrolling the festival, and my security team would personally have eyes on both of you the whole time. If anyone so much as breathes on you, we'll take them in for questioning. Well, let's hope I'm not wrong. Liam meets your gaze for a moment, then squares his shoulders. He gives Mara the determined nod. As long as Riley's comfortable with it, we'll do what we must. So, any tips on luring out a group of mysterious assassins? In short, act normal and trust no one. The court, our hosts, even your friends. My friends are not on the suspect list. Perhaps not your immediate circle, but no matter what you think of the other nobles or how friendly today's guests seem, anyone could be in on it. Take part in the festivities, make sure you're seen, and hopefully the people we're after you will come after you. In other words, act cool in the face of imminent danger. Yeah, like death, you know. Precisely. Then I guess I'd better dress the part. Let me make sure the path to the boutique is clear first. Okay, but you are not following me into the changing room. What? Maybe she could offer some fashion advice. Mara cautiously escorts you and Liam to the boutique. You open the doors to find Justin and your friends waiting inside. Hey, Riley! Now the gang's all here! Am I late for a party? No, nothing like that. With Madeline still recovering, I just didn't want you going to the festival unprepared. It's a big deal here in Lycos. As one of Olivia's guests of honor, you'll be front and center for the excitement, rubbing shoulders with the locals, kicking off the festivities. And the best way to do that in the winter spirit is to get in style! I'm doing it. Could use more squids? Damn, Riley, you're right. Squid scarf is going to the top of my Christmas list. Come on, Liam. I found an outfit for you, too. A few minutes later, all your friends are decked out in winter attire. Oh, wow. Let it go, let it go. These are so cute, Maxwell. Ready to go on a blizzard in style, like a snowy princess. Anna blushes happily. I feel like one. I'm definitely feeling more festive than before. Bond. James Liam Bond. I had to say it. Winter should bow before its king. You look tasty. You joke, but this is warm enough that it could be its own heat source. Good thing the clothes here can survive real winter. That's more than I can say for anything at court. He looks casual. Let's look as you have a cheap peak ruggedness. You should model for self-visage. Nah, ruggedness. This isn't a look, Vinty. I'm trying to stay warm. It's still a look. See? You've even got the rugged mindset down. Now that everyone else is dressed for the occasion, the door to the boutique swings open and Olivia steps inside. Oh, you're wearing that? Okay. Oh. Hi, Olivia. Do you realize you're all staring? No. We're, just, glad to see you. We can't wait for the festival. Neither can I. So if your butler will get out of my way... I'm not a... You know what? That hill's not worth dying on. Justin hastily steps aside. Olivia plucks a dress from the rack behind him and ducks into one of the changing booths. She comes out a moment later, smirking proudly. I don't think Olivia's guilty, I'm sorry. And what the actual is that? That is not winter attire. The tailors finally got the Navrakas red right this year. Notice how they... Ooh, are they trying to give us a step of... Perhaps it's Olivia. They didn't show a full thing on the screen. Okay. So non-threatening. Yeah, you look ready to play some folk festival. I'll have you know that Zenobia and the Great wore an outfit just like this while concealing 34 different blades on her person. Uh-huh. Can I tell you a little something about your ancestor? No, let's move on. We stand corrected. There are more like it on the rack. I'd rather not be embarrassed by my guest today, so if you can manage to wear something nice... dressing for this particular occasion is sure to get you points with the crowd. Wait! As you reach for a dress to try, Mara throws aside the changing booth curtain. She inspects the alcove from top to bottom. It seems to be clear. Glad there aren't any stray hangers waiting to attack me. We're going out in the winter. This is not the time to wear, like, lingerie. I'm serious. Like, I get it. It has a corset top, a dress bottom, and see-through lace on the arms. But still, that's something you don't wear in winter. That is something you don't wear either, but it's a little bit better. Do they not tuck shirts into pants anymore? The dress is cute, but I want an outfit that can actually keep me warm. Suit yourself. I should have known your skin would be too thin for it. Uh-huh. On the festival grounds, Olivia stalks off to speak to some of the other festival staff, while Mara pulls her friends aside to fill them in on the plan. Excuse me. You recognize a few King's Guards in plain clothes among the booths, which are already bustling with warmly dressed citizens, carrying steins, festival souvenirs, and more. You'd think a duchy with this much snow would invest in outdoor heating. Where'd that guy go with the hot cider? Ooh. Riley, this way. You join Liam by an impressive set of ice sculptures. That is actually pretty cool. Nice weather for a festival. It is when your main exhibits are snow and ice. I only wish we were under the less dangerous circumstances. Liam takes your hand for a moment. No matter what happens today, Riley, I'll protect you with my life. I know you'll do the same for me. I'm not letting anyone keep us apart. Olivia strides up to you both. Liam watches her carefully. It's time, you two. The reigning Duchess of Lycos and any esteemed guests are expected to greet a few citizens at the start of the festivities. In the old days, the fiercest warriors in Lycos would compete for such an honorable greeting. Now... Hi! Hello! These are your fiercest warriors? Guys, I don't think Olivia's gonna conquer anything anytime soon. Our school sent us. I wanna spot my spot with an interactive exhibit of glacial erosion. I won mine with tactical analysis of the greatest battles in Navraka's history. At least they show some promise. Now, boy, girl, pay your respects to King Liam of Cordonia. The king? Valerie, you said I didn't have to wear a suit. Just bow, Marco, quick! Marco, huh? God, I hate that name after yesterday. It's a pleasure to meet you both. And this is Duchess Riley Venti, your future queen. It's an honor to meet such brave citizens. Did you hear that? She called us brave. You're like one of the lady knights in my favorite stories. If you're quite finished fawning, we have a fire race to begin. Oh, fire race? Okay. Well, the kids rush off to find seats. Olivia leads you and Liam to a cleared patch in the snow in front of the crowd. Here, take this. Basic hand drill? It's a stick! You hold the rudimentary drill in your hand, and Olivia points to a small pile of logs and kindling. This is not what I pictured when you said race. In Lycos, we don't waste precious calories on trivial sports like jogging. The race to start a fire is often a race between life and death. The first proper flame of the festival symbolizes Lycos' will to survive another year. And my will to not turn into an icicle in this climate. Everyone ready? I don't know what the hell we do, but sure. Begin! You each turn to your kindling. After a few seconds of spinning the hand drill, smoke rises from your and Liam logs, but Olivia's already holds a tiny lick of flame. Spin it faster, I guess. You spin the hand drill so fast that your hands begin to hurt, but a crackling flame bursts from the kindling. I'm on fire. Looks like we have a victor. The crowd bursts into wild applause. Olivia turns to address them. Now that the fire has been lit, go, eat, drink, and be merry, and most of all, be proud. This is Lycos, and no winter will conquer us. As Olivia strides away into the crowd, Mara catches your eye and mouths, nothing yet. You turn to Liam. Either Olivia doesn't have it in for us, or she's playing the long game. Now what? We make our rounds until someone makes a move, and we keep our eyes open. You join Hannah and Maxwell at an ice sculpture carving booth. I believe you carved a whole lion. I once got in the zone. Time just flew by. Drake stares at Penelope's sculpture of a swan. She pats it proudly on her head. Wait, what? Why? Just never mind. Either they've started making poodles with feathers, or you're getting out of your comfort zone. Thanks. And Maxwell, yours is... It's Bertrand, holding our house flag to represent House Belmont. And he's not wearing a shirt because... Can I see this ice sculpture, please? Because it's a statue. Statues are always topless. Liam, have you ever been to a museum? Behind an ice sculpture of a lamppost, you see Mara shake her head. Nothing yet. You and Liam skate around the ice rink full of happy festival goers. See anything suspicious? I Look out! Dodge from whatever goddamn direction. You whirl Liam out of the way, just in time as two figures skate right across your path. Sorry! Whee! Unless those kids are secret assassins, I'm gonna call that a false alarm. You never know, man. You wander past a booth where Drake is egging Olivia on. You live in a constant winter and you've never done the ice bucket challenge? Oh, Christ, not this. It's hardly a challenge when you grow up accustomed to cold. But I'd be willing to give it a try it if you go first. I think I'm supposed to help Maxwell with something. Ah! As Drake strolls away from Olivia, Mara gives you an all-clear hand signal from across the path. And finally, several hours after the fire race, you huddle with Mara and Liam under the guise of drinking hot cocoa. Any suspects yet? The only suspicious thing that we've seen was a man trying to smuggle turkey legs out in his coat. We may need to change our tactics, separate you two so that you can seem more like vulnerable targets. I suppose it's worth a try, but you'll keep an eye on Riley, won't you? Always, Your Majesty. Liam wraps you in his arms for a moment, warming you with a kiss. Be safe. I'll do my best. You stay safe as well, Liam! Cough? No? Nothing? Okay. You split off from Liam and wander until you spot Hannah nearby, watching a group of children play in the snow. These children, they look so happy. You follow her gaze to two kids laying in the snow, waving their arms wildly. They're making snow angels. Who doesn't love that? Ah, presumably no one? Hold on. You never made snow angels as a kid? I didn't really do much playing in the snow. Unlike ice skating lessons, there wasn't much to be gained from simply playing. Of course there's something to be gained. Fun. And I suppose I never tried that logic on my parents. Hannah Lee, today we should give you the childhood fun you never got to experience. Snow angels, sledding, the works. Let me guess, for diamonds. That does sound fun. We can take a carriage ride to find somewhere a bit more secluded. That would also make me easier target in my delightful role as bait. And I'd love to be one of those, to give you an quintessential childhood experience. So? Do you want to build a snowman? I still have not watched Frozen. I'm serious. But since you guys have been awesome, why not? There's no way I'm letting you live one moment without without playing in the snow. I'll see if I can find a sled before we go. No frolic in the snow is complete without some sledding. How about, while you do that, I make some of my special hot chocolate. I'm still kicking myself for missing it the first time. I definitely can't pass up on it twice. Then I'll meet you at the carriage in a few minutes? It's a plan. A few minutes later, you're loading into a sled, the carriage, when Hannah comes up with 2 hot, steaming cups of cocoa. Perfect timing. Hannah slides in next to you as the carriage begins to move and hands you the mug of cocoa. Ah, but with a peppermint cane, or straw, though. You take a sip of the steaming liquid. At least you made good use of the time you spent not playing in the snow. This is amazing. I'm happy to hear that all those hours of practice paid off. Hannah glances out the window as she sips her cocoa, watching the snowy scenery flit by. You follow her gaze and see more children playing in the distance. I'm so excited to play snow games with you. It'll just be like elementary school again. I'm excited too. I can't believe you've never really experienced this before. Didn't you play with other children? Actually, my parents tried to encourage me to have friends in their own way. They arranged for me to visit the sons and daughters of earls and dukes and anyone whose family could be used as a valuable connection. But I was never able to turn those events into friendships. I suppose I felt too awkward, knowing how much my parents were counting on me. Until I met you. My parents were my only real friends. That's part of why it was so difficult to stand up to them, and to risk losing them. If it weren't for you, I would have either gone along with their plans, or ended up alone. Oh, Hannah, I don't believe that for a second. Anyone would be lucky to call you their friend. Either way, I guess it's important that you understand how much you mean to me. Kinda like my subscribers who watch, I give you Diamond choice today. Yay. You're my first and best friend. Aw, Hannah, I feel the same way. The carriage slows as you reach the top of the snowy hillside. Hannah breaks into a smile. It's picturesque. Yep, this'll be perfect. Let's go. The garage door slides open and you scoot out, sled in tow. So first things first, do you know how to use one of these things? Yay, that's an old sled. That's not the kiddie ones, that's an old one. Presumably one sits on it? Correct. You start by putting it on the ground, sitting on it, and we'll have one, so we'll share. Since it's your first time, I'll sit in the front. It's a bit more intense than the back. Hannah places the sled on the ground and gingerly hops onto it. You take your place in front of her. Well, I never had this as a kid. I never had sledding. We never had any hills for it. Well, no, we did, but... yeah, the people raised me. Well, Hannah's very lucky. And you're sure that flying across the snow on this is... safe? Safer than most other shit kids do, yeah. Like Tide Pod challenges. Hannah, I've never lost a sledding partner before. Crashing in the snow at 10 miles per hour is pretty dangerous. Oh, shut up! I promise. The worst that could happen is falling into the snow. Well, if you're sure, go ahead and push off. Hannah does as you instruct, and you both go hurtling down the side of the hill. You catch snatches of Hannah's laughter as it's carried away in the wind. Woo! Woo! Moments later, you glide to the stop at the bottom of the hill. Hannah's cheeks are flushed pink and she beams. That was amazing! We have to go again! Yeah, now the fun part begins. We have to walk uphill. Your wish is my command. You trudge back up the hill, towing the sled behind you. Once you reach the top, you drop the sled into the starting position. I think you're ready to sit at the front of the sled this time. Hannah nods and takes her seat. You climb in behind her. Ready? You know it. Hannah shoves off. Isn't it the person who's supposed to be in the back shoves off? But okay. And you fly down the hill. After a moment, you hit a rough patch, and the sled starts to shake and rattle. I should scream! Freeze! Lean left. Lean to left, pulling Hannah with you, and manage to steer the sled out of the rough patch. That was close. And exhilarating! You continue to glide down the hill, but your course correction set you on a path towards an upward slope. There's no time to steer away, and soon you're lifted partway off the sled as it sails into the air. Abandon the sled, sacrifice yourself, Hannah, betray Hannah, and save yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Live on for both of us. You throw yourself off the sled, allowing it to right itself in the air. Riley! like how the option was screw her. You land in the snow with a thud as Hannah glides safely to stop at the bottom of the hill. Ugh. Hannah runs toward you as you rise from the ground. Riley, I can't believe you survived such a tempestuous ordeal. It's fucking falling in the snow. It was the thought of seeing my dearest friend again that kept me going. Suddenly Hannah burst out laughing. You can't help but join her. It turns out crashing is just as fun as smooth sailing. Yeah, plus we're in a prime position for snow angels. Riley Snow Angel pro tip number 1. They're more of the bottom of the hill activity. Should I take notes? You are learning from a master, courtesy of snowy New York winters. Second pro tip, clear a patch of snow. Lead Hannah a few paces away to a section of snow undisturbed by your sledding adventures. Observe as I carefully select the optimal location and prime it for angelification force. Shut the fuck up! This isn't even a word! Oh, man. Let's try it again. Angelification, okay? It's not a word, so that's why it's confusing. You leap haphazardly into the snow, landing on your back. And then, with the purpose and vision of Michelangelo himself, carve out the angel's form. Move your arms and legs wildly through the snow, pushing and compacting it around you. Your turn. You continue working on your snow angels. Hannah flops to the ground next to you and waves her arms and legs, laughing. I feel ridiculous. And that's how you know you're doing it right. After a few more minutes, you hop up, careful not to mess up the angel's edges. You examine your handiwork and then admire Hannah's own. Well, how did we do? You're a natural, as per usual. But I think mine's missing something. I think I'll make it look like a devil. You lean over and carve the shapes of a pitchfork, a spiked tail into the snow. There we go. An angel and a devil. It's good to have balance. So, Hannah's first snow day. What do you think? Went sledding and made snow angels with Hannah. Getting to be a kid again has been more fun than I thought possible, thanks to you. When the sun's out again, I can teach you how to play hopscotch and foursquare. You'll have to teach me what those words mean, but I'll be there. Though right now we should probably head back to the festival. Right, we're still on a mission and I haven't seen any sign of an attack. Hannah leads you back to the carriage. You load up the sled and follow her inside. What if, plot twist, Mara was in on it the whole time? You take your seat in the carriage and eye your empty hot chocolate mug. The only way this could have been better is if there would have been extra hot chocolate for the ride back. You're in luck. She pulls a thermos from a bag tucked in a corner of the carriage and refills your mug. You really think of everything, huh? I now want hot chocolate. Even though it's summer and it's like 90 degrees outside. I want some hot chocolate now. It's the least I could do. I hope it's still good without the white chocolate flakes and the peppermint stick. Yes. Hot chocolate is hot chocolate. How about a toast? To getting snow in your hair, very best BFFs. Childlike delight in last-minute hot chocolate. Very best BFFs. So do you, then? No. It actually goes both ways. Like, you're my BFF, and I'm your BFF. That's how that works. I actually had you in mind. Anna smiles and clinks her mug against yours, and you both sip the decadent liquid. Back at the festival, you set out on your own again, keeping a close eye on passerbys. Near a wood-chopping booth, you spot Lucretia and Olivia, quiet but heated argument. I know tradition that we host the court when they arrive, but did you have to roll out the red carpet for them? King Liam is an ally. What was I supposed to do? Host everyone in a barn? We owe the rest of Cordonia more than that. We owe nothing to anyone. What matters is strength, survival. That's how Navrakises do things. No, that's how we used to do things. Like I said, I don't believe. I don't believe Olivia's in on this. I'm gonna be honest. While Olivia used to be a bleh, and we're also remembering the counterpart from Crown of the Flame, I don't think Olivia could really do anything bad. We've changed her. We've been a positive influence in her life. There's value in lineage and tradition that a child like you could never understand. Not all traditions are worth keeping. You know, like beheading people and killing people and torturing people and flaying them and, you know, things like that. Your traditions, yeah. That is Riley. As unique as your perspective may be, I don't recall asking for it. Well, I don't recall asking you to harass Olivia, unlike this pizza that just arrived at my door. No, I'm just kidding, but I'd rather have the pizza. Lucky for you, it's free. Olivia's investing in future alliances. If you keep standing on your own, sooner or later you'll be left in the dust. Pardon me if I take a fledgling duchess's political insights with a grain of salt. That's soon to be your future queen, bitch. Just remember what I said, Livy dear. We'll continue this later, and make sure none of our guests go wandering into the family vault, would you? Before Olivia can say another word, Lucreta turns on her heels and stalks away. That looked fun. Maxwell and Drake settle up, Maxwell carrying several steins in his arms. Olivia frowns at you. I know that'll cheer you up. Free drinks! Maxwell, you just said the magic words. No self-respecting brewer would give Lycos ale away for free. They're free for the guys, for you guys, since I paid for them. And they've all been taste tested for, quality. He gives you and Liam a small wink. Wait. Maxwell, did you seriously drink out of all of our steins? Just so he wouldn't get poisoned? I mean, that's sweet of you, but at the same time, don't drink out of my stein. The ale's layer of thick foam gives way to smooth lager, perfectly chilled. Unless Mara did it. No, still don't drink out of my stein. The tasting malt, the nutty undertones, a hint of spice. No, thank you. I'm not drinking anything Maxwell's put his mouth on. Aww. With a curt nod, she strides off through the tents. I can't tell if she hates germs or if we should be suspicious. I'm assuming germs. I'm the same way. Like, yeah, I won't share anything with anyone unless I'm really in a deep relationship. Speaking of suspicious, he nods across the festival grounds. Kiara's loitering beside a tent with a mug of cider in her hands. Wasn't she suddenly talking about going home? Yeah, after how quickly she agreed to join us, that does seem suspicious. Secret Agent Breakdance is on the case. Let's dance our way to the bottom of this mystery. I think we'll need more subtlety and less breakdancing on this one. In that case, maybe Agent Phoenix and Agent Hot Stuff better take a crack at it. Does this mean I'm... Actually, never mind. I don't want to know. Go away, Future Fight! Hey, Kiara. I'm glad I caught you here. I wasn't sure I'd see you. You said you were planning to leave court? I am. Kiara? Something's weighing on you. Let's try that. It does? Yeah. Maybe something you want to confess? Does this have anything to do with the attacks? Is it that obvious? Riley, Drake, I don't think I can stand to be here. Not after what happened to me at the first attack. Kara's hand goes to her side. You were shot? No, mon Dieu. Do I mean so little to you that you cannot bother to even remember? Well, I thought they were shooting people. Drake got shot. Like I'm supposed to fucking remember from the beginning of the book. 12 chapters, whether you got shot or stabbed. You were stabbed. Yes. Kara looks down at her hands. Ever since that night, I can't sleep. I lay in the dark for hours, staring at the ceiling. And when I do sleep, every night I'm in that room again. I see the knife. Kara. I consider myself a very logical person, always in control of my surroundings, always in control of my emotions. I prided myself in it, actually. I look down on those like Olivia and Penelope who let their feelings run rampant. And now, after the first attack, I resolved to face my fears, to return to the court, to master myself, to prove I could. But now, after the second attack, it's getting worse. I wasn't sure I could stand to tell you the truth, but it's better you know. I didn't think you want to think that I'd turn on you. You still have my support if I were stronger. A single tear tracks down Kiara's face, and she angrily wipes it away. I have to go. I'm a mess. You're... No, I wouldn't say not as driven as I thought you were. That's an insult. I'm gonna go with the middle one. Suffering from the trauma of the event. And she needs help. She does. Perhaps counseling. I mean, if standing to face your fears didn't help, then maybe you need someone to talk to. Help? You should talk to someone. Everyone needs help sometimes. Especially after something like this. What you went through. It was terrible, it was terrifying, and out of control. You were hurt, and you didn't know if you'd be okay. I suppose if anyone can understand, it would be you. Drake's hand goes to his shoulder. How do you go on, Drake? Just one day at a time. Keep that up for a while, and suddenly you're not doing so bad. Perhaps. Kara, whatever you choose, I'm here for you. Obviously, I want you to stay, but I hope you do what's right for you. Thanks, Riley. You've given me much to think about. Let us know what you decide. Maxwell's waiting for you with your drinks. All clear? Kara finally told us why she wants to leave. After all the attacks, she's not sure she can take the stress anymore. Jeez. Guess that's one suspect off our list. And who knows how many more to go until we lure the attackers out. I had an idea there. You feel a sudden chill-inducing impact on your side, and spin to find Drake still wiping snow off his hand from the icy projectile he just lobbed at you. Hey, what was that for? I could have dropped my ale. What? Is our grace too good for a snowball fight? Or are you worried you'll ruin your outfit? Is that a threat? More like a challenge. You, me, snowball fight, neutral ground. Oh, is this where they, yeah, spend some diamonds, you might bring out the attackers. Play whack-a-mole. Neutral ground. Someplace away from the main festival. Drake leans in to whisper in your ear. Which would have the added benefit, I guess, of making you a more vulnerable target. What do you say, Venti? Well, I already spent time with Hannah. I need coffee. Yeah, stay at the festival. I'd rather not go too far from Mara's surveillance perimeter. Plus, I'm not sure sneaking off with a guy who took a bullet for me makes me an easier target. Sounds like an easy excuse to get out of a fight you can't win. I'll just have to prove myself some other way. I'm holding you to that, Vinny. Night falls and there's still no sign of your attackers. You huddle with Mara and Liam beside a stage on the festival grounds. Still nothing. I thought someone would make a move by now. Walking around as bait for a day has given me a new perspective on fishing. We should... Mara stops, holding up a hand as Justin strolls over to you. Sorry to interrupt, but Olivia's looking for you. Sounds like she wants to assist with the end-of-festival address. She asked for my help? Bet she's hoping your PR talents will rub off on her. Wait. Aren't you the PR guy? Okay. You look. What the hell is this word? Askins? Pixelberry, did you misspell this week too? You look at Mara. Go ahead, Your Grace. I doubt Olivia would attempt to harm you while you're both in the spotlight. No, I don't think it's Olivia I'm worried about. You're right. And anyway, I don't think Olivia has it in for me. Agreed. You should be safe with her. Meet Olivia by the steps up to the stage. Riley Venti, reporting for duty. But I have to ask, why me? I'm new to inspirational speeches. You and Liam have made more of them than anyone else. And if I make a fool of myself, I'd rather not drag him down with me. I was hoping you could provide auxiliary support. Someone taps the microphone and you turn to see Lucretia, standing up on the stage. Greetings, citizens of Lycos. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the glory of House Navrakis. I know you've spent many years laboring under the care of my young niece Olivia. Frankly, it's impressive she hasn't brought the entire duchy to the brink of ruin. I didn't know we were on the brink of ruin. Is that a bad thing? She may not have the strength to make the harsh decisions that Lycos survival requires, but I'm here to reassure you there's nothing to fear, so long as I'm around. Psst. Mara, you have a gun? Okay. Could you turn off the safety and just hand it to me? Please. No. I'm gonna do something for the betterment of Cordonia. Yeah. Just hand me your service revolver, please. She's barely spends a week here a year, and she thinks I need her to run this duchy? How can anyone listen to this nonsense? If you want her to shut up, get up there. Just make sure you keep your speech positive. If she thinks things are going downhill, you need to remind everyone how great life is here. Assuming it is great. I'll do what I can. Olivia strides up to the stage and plucks the microphone from her hand. You need to sit down, Wicked Witch. You need to sit down before I use the service revolver. Thank you for the introduction, Aunt Lucretia. The crowd stares at Olivia expectantly. She clears her throat. Despite my aunt's pessimism, I can assure you that Lycos is as prosperous as it's ever been. Our food surpluses are more than enough to last the winter. The ale exports are strongest than they've ever been in decades. There are some quiet cheers from the crowd. While some might call it weakness to welcome our allies from the court, I believe there's strength to be found in numbers. Agreed. King Liam and I are happy to have Duchess Olivia's support in such difficult times. Why are you talking right now? Are you next to the microphone? Olivia shoots you a grateful look as you step up beside her on stage. Does that mean there'll be more fancy nobles here all the time? Shh, they aren't finished. Lycos has often stood alone throughout history. We've survived winters, wars, famine, neither asking for aid from our southern neighbors, nor offering it. But these are terrible times to face on one's own. First the assault on the palace, then the burning of the apple orchards, that deadly bombing. There are dangerous enemies in our midst. Who knows how many disasters they have planned. Really? Nervous whispers begin to rise from the crowd. Easy on the doom and gloom. What I mean is, although we face many foes, we can still be victorious. Because we're stronger than our enemies. No matter where we come from, Portavaria, Ramsford, Lycos, even America, we're still one kingdom, fighting for the same thing. As long as we all work together, I know we can get there. Shouts and cheers rise from the crowd. You watch the attendees for any sudden movements, any figures out of the place, but all you can see are cheering faces. Lycos! Lycos! Oh, now you may retreat back to your hole in the ground. Once you, Olivia, and Lucritta step down from the stage, Lucritta pulls her niece aside. You may think you know what's best for this picture, but you're still as short-sighted as a child. Do our ways mean nothing to you? If you're going to ignore centuries of Lycos tradition for your naive whims, your parents never should have bothered giving you the keys to the family vault. Greta stomps off in the crowd without another word. Olivia rushes off after her, and as Liam and Mara approach you. Wait a second. The family vault, right? What would be the most disastrous thing right now if the family vault got wiped out? I don't think they're aiming to kill people specifically. I think they're aiming to damage the infrastructure of Cordonia. And what better way if they wipe out Olivia's family vault? She has no riches, she has nothing then. You were wonderful up there. And even better, you're still in one piece. I hate to complain about a good thing, but what happened? I was expecting a bunch of commandos to ambush me up there. Either our enemies spotted our security teams and decided to play it safe, or they're biding their time for something else. Either way, we've done all we can today. It's time to get you inside. Inside, had better have a hot bath waiting. One hot bath and many warm drinks later, you fall asleep with Mara standing guard outside your door. In the middle of the night, someone shakes you awake. What? Shh! Don't wake the whole house! Keep quiet. Punch Olivia! How many people chose that option? Oh, man. You wait for Olivia to go on. She clears her throat uncomfortably. I know it's early, but this couldn't wait. You push back the covers and sit upright in your bed. Only then do you realize you and Olivia are alone in the room. Where's Mara? Still standing guard outside, I imagine, with a single-minded watchdog. But there are ways through this castle even the guards don't know. She gestures to an opening in the wall that wasn't there when you went to sleep. We need to talk in private. Ever since the attack on the homecoming ball, I figured you and Liam would suspect me. You don't say. I'm not saying I'm thrilled by that, but after what my parents did, you'd be a fool not to wonder if Navrakas was involved. The thought might have crossed our minds. I want to prove to you that you can trust me, the only way I can think of. The vault of my aunt mentioned. It's the most secure place in all of Lycos. All of the skeletons in the Navrakas family closet are buried there. I hope you mean that as a figure of speech. Honestly, I can't make any promises. Lucritta's right that I've been ignoring our history. I've barely been down to the vault since I was a child. Too many memories. But whatever secrets there might be, I'm ready to find them. Ooh! Then let's do it. Ooh, not even a diamond option. Ooh, 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 ha 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 ha! Okay, Olivia takes you through the secret passages to the ground floors of the estate. She ducks into a narrow hallway, taking turn after turn, finally stopping on a nondescript door. It doesn't look very secure for a vault. This is just the way to the basement. After a moment of rummaging around in her purse, she pulls out a dagger. Very interesting ornate dagger, too. Do nothing. Yeah, she's gonna stab you in a corner. You stand there simply watching as Olivia twirls the deck in her hand, then slides it into a keyhole in the door. And here we go. The door swings open to reveal a stairwell lit by flickering scones, and at the bottom... Da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. You begin pulling tomes off of dusty shelves. Any organization within the vault has been lost to time, forcing you to skim the books one by one. Taxes, tithes, old treaties, history of the Five Kingdoms, complete with graphic accounts of battles and chapter on torture? Be thankful we haven't found any actual skeletons. We haven't opened the chests yet. Wait, this is my father's writing. Inheritance clauses and Cordonian crown. It says that if Liam's family has no heir, the crown can pass to a Navrakas. What? I swear they never told me any of this. The next page is an old certificate of betrothal. No, wait. On their respective 18th birthdays, the betrothal will pass over into legal binding marriage between... She suddenly goes still. You lean over her shoulder to read the next line. Olivia Navrakas and Anton Severus? That can't be. I was only 4 when this was signed. Welcome to How the History Was Made. I'll be your host, Locum23. You're joining me for how just people were stupid a couple hundred years ago. But your family would have been able to sign on a minor's behalf. Yeah, back then. But shit. What's that? Let me give away my 6-year-old daughter to a 30-year-old man for marriage? Hot dog, why not? So who the hell is Anton Severus? The photo slides out behind the certificate. No. A familiar face. Where is that familiar from? Justin! Wait. Can we go back? Wait, what? Did not see that coming. Like, I kind of had, like, a feeling about Justin, but, like, yeah. Okay, I mean, really, Justin? We have to warn the others before... Your footsteps in the doorway. I told you she'd take the bait. And look at that. It's always a joy to see you, Riley. Justin steps up beside Lucretia with a pistol in his hand. I'm afraid this will be the last time. How about jams? How about pulls a Westworld and it explodes in your hand? You finally unmask the real enemy, but can you escape him? Find out in the next chapter. Yay, congratulations, you've earned a diamond. Ding! Would you like to watch this ad for another diamond? Ying! So we gained 2 back out of our 15. That's not bad. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I watch the ads at the end of the video. So yay, you guys got some diamond love. Not all, but some. I figured spend it with Hannah. Oh, God, I feel like crap. I don't know what the hell's going on. I was really slow and sluggish yesterday, right? And I do apologize for the Vampire Girl fans and the Academy fans that I didn't get all the content done. I was just feeling really slow yesterday, and I kind of feel it today too, except at the same time, my stomach is growling, and it's like, I haven't had my coffee yet, I also haven't had anything to eat, what the hell are you doing? So I'm going to take a quick little break before we dive into the next video real quick, while this uploads, and go grab, some coffee, go grab maybe a yogurt or something. I'm trying to go back to my old regimen, because it's a healthy regimen, but it's an old regimen, where I lost like 60 pounds in 2 months, and then I kind of dropped it. Ate nice foods and stuff. It wasn't fast food, it wasn't fried. Anyone sitting there going, Then you went to become Boogie 2988. No shit, no, that'll be a no. No, no, no. That will never happen. That has never happened and that will never happen. Basically I was working out and doing a ton of shit on top of it, so but basically if you eat bare necessities and you watch your calorie count, you could drop weight like it's nothing, baby. Oh, so, but I'm trying to go back to that, so I don't know if this is my body going, help me, or or what. But yeah, it's been a long couple days, really goddamn long. Everything seems to be really slow, including myself. Um, so with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy. Remember to head down in the description below, or press that show more button. There's links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. It's greatly appreciated. Otherwise, remember to always hit that like and share button, and subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll receive notifications of any and all content that go up. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.